Alright, good evening everybody, my name is Garrett of Outerground Studios, and welcome to actually the last live OGS podcast. Because due to it being live, we've had a lot of complications with other members not being able to join, so from now on, our podcasts are all going to be pre-recorded after this one. This one is the last live podcast. Tonight with me, I have Humfergoo, Rad Righteous, Mr. Poobah of the podcast, Rainbow Bubble, I always say Bumble, and Sheriff
Rainbow
Dankin, and we
Bumble.
also have other people joining us later on tonight. We also have a new podcast banner, if you guys can see. Little Cogs and his friend Hogs sitting there ready to wreck the podcast world.
Right. Ready to... I'm done. I have nothing to add.
So, before we start, how is everyone tonight?
Good.
I ate a pizza.
I ate a pizza.
I'm just satisfied hearing Cogs and Hogs. That is the most satisfying thing to hear.
Yeah, thank you much.
Oh, and now we have Big Bill Hells here, too, aka Charles.
Charles!
We have a lot of strange topics to talk about tonight. At least in my opinion, they're a little bit strange. We have
That's the best
couple.
kind.
We have a couple reviews, couple just standard things to talk about, as per usual with these podcasts. Also, before I continue, I will say that we are going to be starting to produce more content on this channel here in the next few weeks.
Yeah, my ASMR videos finally getting the review they deserve.
Rad Righteous ASMR videos. Oh my god.
This to me going brown bricks in the mic, very close to the mic.
No, it's be brown bricks.
Brown bricks in Minecraft.
Minecraft?
Okay, without further ado,
Yeah,
let's get into the first
very
topic.
lost like all of our viewers. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
just the
guys.
second you said Mein Kampf, everybody left.
Everybody left. Okay, so we're starting with reviews today because we got people who want to come in the news but can't now. So yeah, the first topic that we will review is Wonder Woman, the movie, the game, the book, and the series.
Before we start talking about this, who actually has seen the new Wonder Woman movie?
Not me. Nope.
No, I haven't.
Brad,
I
it's
have.
just you and me, man. Once again.
Wow!
God damn it. Okay,
Alright, so if you guys
It's
don't
time
want
for
to
all
spoil,
of us to leave.
no, you stay. You stay.
I'll make. Don't worry. I'll make sure that it's enough content for everybody to add into. Sort of whatever. Garrett, what did you think
Okay.
about the main guy,
Okay.
John?
No. Okay. First off, I hated John. He was a piece of shit.
I don't even know if his name's John.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
all
remember
know
his
is I
name, it's
don't
sad.
like him. All I know is I don't like him. Although, because honestly, in my opinion, he was just there as a story plot hole to get Wonder Woman off the island. Everything else about him, he is completely useless. I mean, I guess
that thing, the plane, that was funny.
well, Rad. Remember,
What?
people haven't seen the movie. We gotta be
All
courteous.
right, fine. Spoiler free.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this spoiler free. All I know is I didn't like John. Wonder Woman herself was great, especially when she was trying to face the cultural differences from what she knew versus what the real world was. And she was really badass. Like, I know DC movies are known for being like, you know, especially in recent years. Especially with
Lego Batman, the movie was really good.
and like Batman vs Superman, everyone says that movie kind of sucked. But other than that, I mean,
Lego Batman was actually pretty
Lego abortion.
Lego Abortion was actually pretty fun to watch. Let me tell you.
No, but Wonder Woman, I honestly thought was actually a fantastic movie, and one that whoever directed that movie, they need to go back and fix all the other movies and redirect them.
They're not gonna do any more movies like that. That's the thing where they switch directors for each movie.
I did not expect it to be in World War II as well.
It's World War One.
Was it World War I? I have no idea. My
World War
history,
I.
I'm very bad at history.
If it was World War Two, they'd be like Nazis everywhere.
Well, I'm
I'm
shit.
sorry.
No, you're totally correct.
No, it's
Wonder
okay, dude.
Woman's in World War I, Captain America's in World War II, and then everyone.
Batman's in the Cold War.
Batman's in the Cold War.
I'm not wrong. Don't you know that scene?
Yeah,
Batman's in the Cold War.
And then Wolverine's in Vietnam.
Oh wait, shit, you're right. They
He
all
wasn't.
correlate.
Yes, they all correlate. Just one for every war.
Well, actually, technically, Wolverine is in every war.
Well, yeah. Okay, let's let's continue on because we're dragging this on.
Right.
What did you think of the movie, Rad?
Well, I thought that Chief was the best character in the entire series. Just make a movie about Chief,
Yes.
and that's it. But real talk, I wanted to quote what my friend told me. She's really into Wonder Woman. This is her quote. "No one ever told me that you could have a caring and loving soul and still be the hero. Innocence is always seen as weak. Her love and compassion is where she draws her strength from, and I love it." That was my friend Sarah. Very, very true. Thank you, Sarah. I don't think she listens to the podcast.
That is actually a good point, because in a lot of movies, if you're a caring and loving person, you're seen as like weak, or you're demoted to either side character or lovable oaf, or or
like
the lovable
Goku.
idiot. Like
So Goku likes to fight people. He's very fond of it.
Goku's a murderer.
Goku's a piece of shit. I don't like Goku.
And now we're going to get mowed down by Dragon Ball Z fans.
I don't no, because every Dragon Ball Z fan.
I'm disconnecting that. Disconnecting.
Every Dragon Ball Z fan knows that Goku's a crap. Everyone loves Vegeta.
Yeah.
He actually develops.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, I thought the roles were very nice. The acting was very, very solid. John Dilworth was my favorite. Not very good. John Dilworth. No, let's see. John Jack Joe. I'm gonna call him Joe. Was very not. He didn't impact me at all. I forgot his name.
You know what I find funny?
What?
What I thought of the movie, or what I think on that subject is that, we're gonna call him John because I don't remember his name either. John, the guy who played John, it felt like he didn't really care about the role and he was underacting most of the time. Whereas Wonder Woman, the girl who played Wonder Woman, seemed like she was overacting most of the time. Although with her overacting, it actually made it better.
Well, yeah, because it's like a contrast of worldview, so it also helps with the contrast of acting. It's real. It's real shit right here, man.
Yeah. I don't know. If I had to give the movie a rating out of 10, I'd give it an 8.5.
I'd give it an 8.5 too, maybe even a 9. It's very fun.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again. I'll tell you that. I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
So I'd pay to watch it again. There we go. My friend was watching it again. He watched it with me. He already seen it twice. All right. Now it's time for me. Well, first of all, yeah. Now we're going to the next review topic. OKKO. Let's Be Heroes, the new Cartoon Network cartoon created by Ian Jones Cordy, one of the main showrunners of Steven Universe, and co-host of Knock Force with Jim Force, one of the members of the Pizza Party podcast. It's a deep history, deep lore.
Okay, before we continue, does anyone have any idea what he's talking about?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You're just dumb, Garrett!
No, I know what you're talking about. I was just making sure everybody else was on the same page.
Believe me, man. We all love our Chinese cartoons, right, guys?
But let's be honest about this. 9 times out of 10, what this podcast does usually boil down to is just me and Rad going back and forth.
Yeah,
and
I talk a lot.
I just want to make sure that I also just want to make sure everybody knows what we're talking about. Okay. Does anyone? I'll let somebody else start this time. What's anyone's opinion on
OKKO? Let's Be Heroes.
Well, I haven't actually watched the show yet, but before the show came out, the Cartoon Network uploaded the shorts on YouTube, and I actually thought all those were pretty funny, and the character designs are pretty unique.
I agree.
Very well versed. Very well said.
They also used one of the voice actors from Bravest Warriors.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
That's Ian Jones Cordy. He's the show guy.
Dude, that's just Channel Frederator. That's just Channel Frederator being awesome.
No, dude, that's Ian Jones Cordy.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Cause he made this show and he voiced this show.
Okay, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Bravest Warriors is by Channel Frederator, right?
Yeah,
that's what Catbug?
It's by Pendleton Ward, but it's more like Channel Frederator is the publisher.
Yeah, they're the publisher.
Yeah, like Sonic games on a Nintendo system, except if it was only for Nintendo.
Before we continue on with this, you know what I never noticed at first?
What?
I was watching an old episode of Fairly Odd Parents, and it never even dawned on me the Channel Frederator was the producer for that show because it has their
No,
Frederator logo at the very end.
No, it was Frederator, the company. Channel Frederator is like a small spin-off of Frederator.
Oh, okay.
So like Channel Frederator is like the small thing. It's like if Fox had a little thing called, I don't know, Mini Fox or Channel Fox.
It's still it's still associated with it in its own.
Yeah,
respect.
it is. Like Pan Pizza does work for it, but it's less like, it's more like on the fact that it's like a side thing.
Okay.
Like to get more people.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, what is it? Anyone else have anything to say about OKKO?
I like the style.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay, I'm going to the way I see the show, when I'm looking at it originally, just from what I've seen of it thus far, and maybe I'm taking this in I'm in the mindset right now in it where I believe that we're in an era where 9 times out of 10 a cartoon that comes out, especially on Cartoon Network nowadays, is going to be garbage. But hang on, let me finish explaining myself. That is my first assumption, but I gotta keep remembering that you assuming makes you an ass of yourself. Because to be entirely honest, I thought when I first seen little tidbits of Steven Universe, I thought it was going to be terrible. But then Charles actually sat me down and had me watch it, and now it's one of my favorite shows of all time. So
he was like, "Son, let me show you something."
So it's it's one of those things where it's like don't judge the book by its cover. And I learned that one the hard way with Steven Universe, and I feel like I'll really enjoy OKKO because I'm a little confused on the main character's, the kid's name is KO, right?
Yeah.
KO. He looks like a weird blend. He looks like a weird blend between a biker gang fighter and Ryu from Street Fighter. And I'm just like, this kid's design is very strange, but you know what? He seems very endearing.
Yeah, he is very endearing. I'm gonna let you finish what you're saying though, because I saw like 5 episodes.
I haven't seen any of the episodes, but it is something I want to sit down and actually watch.
You better.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, I thought it looked terrible, but it was one of those things where it's like I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I want to see this just out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah, I can imagine Charles like, "Hey, well, Garrett, let me show you something. It's called Gay Space Rocks."
Charles, what do you think of OKKO?
Did you see anything about it?
I haven't seen anything about it really.
All right, now
what about Sheriff? Because I know Rad, I know you're about to explode with excitement.
Yeah, I'm about to freaking flee, dude.
Sheriff.
Sheriff, what do you think about OKKO? Let's be heroes.
I have seen nothing of this. This is the first I'm hearing of it, but sweet that you remember me.
I'm trying to make sure that everybody's included, because I watch the podcasts after I post them, and I feel really bad that nobody else gets to talk, and it's just me and Rad.
I'm about to explode, Garrett.
Alright, go Rad, go before you die.
Okay, so OKKO follows the premise about a boy named KO going to work at a superhero-filled, or hero-filled, not exactly superhero, just hero in general, filled plaza, Liquid Plaza Turbo, hence the name of the pilot.
So, American version of My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Except it's at a supermarket. It's more like if Deku had like an after job, and he was working there, but the after job is where he was getting his training, not the school. I don't even think KO goes to school. Whatever. The
He's
characters.
Like Clarence. Oh wait, no, Clarence goes to school.
Clarence goes to school. That's like half the show.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, I'm being dumb.
And I love Clarence.
I love Clarence. That's a good show. But back on topic.
All right, back on topic. Talk about Clarence again. All right, but yeah, the characters are very. I like the design because it reminds me of Mega Man art, like early Mega Man art, like not the box art that young Americans. No, I'm talking about the Japanese stuff by the guy who ended up making Mighty Number 9. But anyways, yeah, it's all very cute, but it's also much. Well, first of all, you can tell what side Ian does on Steven Universe and Rebecca. You can tell which one does what. Ian does more of the jokey joke stuff, and Rebecca does more of the story stuff. That's very. You can tell that in OKKO because very funny. But at the same time, it's just fun to watch. Like it's like watching a really good Steven Universe filler episode. Like there's no story in it, but it's just so fun to watch the characters interact and grow.
There's no story yet.
Yeah, they're building something up.
Because that's actually one thing I loved about Steven Universe and Adventure Time, weirdly enough, because they started off the first season or two just, you know, starting off like a regular cartoon, random fun events just to get the character interested, jokey, you know, actiony, just random events like a standard cartoon. But then just ever so slowly they build up this story that by the time you get to the story parts, if you stuck around long enough, you already like the characters, so then you're immediately invested into the story, and that is the same with both Steven Universe and Adventure Time.
And then one of them crashes down terribly, and disappoints me, then somehow lands perfectly. It kind of comes back, despite no one being there anyways. Like, the fan base is decimated.
Yeah.
Like, you know Haiti?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Oh my god. But, see, I personally think that the people that did Adventure Time and Rebecca Sugar herself have a really, really damn good grasp on proper storytelling. At least in my opinion, anyways.
Yes!
And
but yeah.
That's what I kind of hope OK KO turns into.
I kind of hope it does too, but the thing is that with storytelling, there's like kind of faults in between Steven Universe and Adventure Time. Adventure Time is more obvious because it kind of switches from that morals, no morals BS that really annoys me, and a lot of people who like, you know, Adventure Time and storytelling at the same time. So it kind of blows away the true meaning of storytelling. And although the story was good, I'll give it that. The story in Adventure Time was pretty good up to a specific season. It just kind of didn't understand what it was doing. And then Pendleton Ward leaving really messed it up too.
Yeah.
The creator leaving the cartoon usually means a bad thing. I think the only example I can think of that didn't do anything is Gumball, because Gumball is actually a lot more referencing now, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, especially, I seen one episode where he's like, Gumball's on the computer, and Darwin's like, so, you're looking up your name again on the internet? And Gumball's like, no, not after I seen those weird images people drew of me. And I'm just
and then there's like a flash of like Gumball Prego art that was made for the episode. It was really funny.
I'm just like...
There's one episode where like Gumball's bothering his friend's uncle because he thinks that he's Mario. He mentions like the name. Like, are you Mario?
See, I've
seen that episode.
It's really funny.
There was also one episode where it was like, when they wouldn't do a commercial ad, their world slowly goes from the finished product slowly down to the storyboards, and once again, as somebody who knows the process, I was so appreciative of that. Anytime they reference it, or like that episode where Chowder and them didn't get any money.
To get enough money, so they ended up doing the voice actors at a car wash and just got back.
I love stuff like that. I love self-referential stuff like that, especially when it involves the industry.
I was so much of a nerd. I knew Schnitzel was John DiMaggio when I was like 7. I was like, hey, that's Bender. And
Jake. And later down the line, you realize it was Jake.
Yeah. I was about to say I was 7. I don't think Adventure Time came out then.
Have you noticed that John DiMaggio does voice? Basically, whenever John DiMaggio does a voice, it's usually for one type of character. Like, all the characters he voices, in a way, are kind of similar. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Alright, I was about to say, yeah, like, there is an example, and that's the Joker, who's not kind of the opposite. Because all of his characters are usually, like, big men, strong men,
usually
fun
with
men.
a lot of advice.
But then there's then there's the Joker, who's very smart.
Yeah.
And
like, big,
witty.
strong men who are very wise with lots of life experience.
Alright. I don't know about Lobo and Bender. They're not pretty wise, buddy. They're like...
Bender has a lot of life experience.
What about Lobo? Do you know who Lobo is?
No, yeah, I do. No, I do.
Okay.
He's
the best DC. Isn't
he like a hunter from hell, basically?
No, he's a hunter from a planet. Then he killed his whole planet, and then he can't go to hell because hell won't accept him, and he can't go to heaven because he's too wild. So he's stuck in immortality, like Deadpool, but not as
Deadpool's having a great time.
Yeah, but also Deadpool's like, "Well, look at me, I'm relatable."
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much I can take.
Whose fault was that? Whose fault was that? No, I'm kidding.
It was a bomb.
It was a bomb.
It's gonna go off.
Yeah.
All right,
A
but
bomb?
overall, OKKO, a bomb? Roll.
Yeah,
Blind
no,
boy.
OKKO, I
Bombs?
honestly think
You
will
want
be
it?
actually a really good time.
It is a really good time. I'll tell you this: the first 5 episodes are really fun. OKKO, KO is a very endearing character, and the relationship with what he has with his other 2 co-workers, Enid and Rad. Yeah, one of them's named Rad, by the way. Don't get
Perfect.
it's not. Yeah, I liked him most.
Actually,
they're both
before
really
we-
fun.
Uh,
Keep going.
I was gonna say, you can continue in a sec. I was gonna say, before we move on to the next topic, I actually want to substitute in an extra topic that I just realized today, if you don't mind. Okay, finish what you were gonna say.
Okay. But yeah, the relationship they have is not. It's like well, it's not like stereotypical. It's not like, oh, look at this kid. Oh, well, how lame. No, they just they're like a family, and it's fun. It's fun, and all the character designs are really good. Like, you know me, I love character designs. If it's an interesting character design, I'm gonna like it. That's why I like Clarence and stuff. Uncle Grandpa. I'm the only one who watched Uncle Grandpa because it was funny. It's funny. No one believes me when I say Uncle Grandpa's got some good jokes. But I'll defend him till I die.
Well,
Anyways,
I guess you're gonna
yeah,
die
okay,
Then
Kale.
you will die.
Finally. Anyways, okay, Kale, I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Possibly one of the best things I've seen Cartoon Network do in a long time. And whatever kind of, this is too early, but I feel like it just kind of cleans up what Steven Universe is lacking recently. Because Steven Universe is a good show, and it does have a lot of story, but I feel like it's so story focused, it's missing things like well, first of all, on long-term topics, the characters are very stiff, and the humor has a limit. And well, like, his humor is a limit because it is like saying a story thing, so you can't like be going around like a cartoony character, like a Looney Tune thing. You gotta have limits. But OKKO kind of goes past that since it has more elbow space, and the animation is very fluid. The characters aren't stiff; they're always moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Not stiff. That's disappointing.
and yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. You should watch it if you want. If you love.
Anyone got
There.
any closing statements on OKKO?
Mm-mm.
No. I think it's gonna be a really good show, and I'm excited to start watching it. And who knows, maybe I'll sit down with Rad and I'll watch together, and we'll watch it.
Yes.
Okay, but the subject I wanted to substitute in was, I don't know. I know the only other person, as far as I know, the only other person that's actually watched RWBY in this chat is Charles. But October 17th, RWBY Volume 5 comes out, and I'm so hyped because just so far everything about RWBY has been so great, especially Volume 4, because Volume 4 ended on a cliffhanger, and oh man, I've been so hyped just for it to come back, and I'm just like, please bring me back my favorite show. Charles, are you hyped for Volume 5, or are you still meh?
I'm hyped.
All
Can you
right.
tell by the tone of my voice?
That's the tone of voice you always seem to have.
Charles sounds like he just woke up and is also stretching.
Fuck.
There we go. Much better. Much more clear. Get it? Boom!
But yeah, that's subject matter. All I wanted to bring in was just I'm very hyped for the new RWBY volume.
I was about to say gay.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Ghibli Fest started last week. Now all your favorite Ghibli movies are gonna be played Sex
Oh, by the way, there's a Steven Universe episode probably gonna come out over the summer.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Oh,
Have
actually,
you?
one thing I have to say about near me is that at the Science Museum near my just down in the city by my place, the big Science Museum, they're actually having a big exhibit on Pixar. And
Pixar or pixel art? I heard
Pixar.
Oh, I heard pixel art, and I was like, that's very lame, but also fun.
No, dude, it's gonna be on Pixar, and I'm honestly debating on whether or not I'm going to make a little, like, vlog series of myself going to see it and showing off it, and then just post that on the OGS channel. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But God, I'm so hyped for it to finally show up because that sounds awesome.
Are you gonna meet John Pixar, creator of Pixar?
No.
Steven Pixar?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna meet Buzz, Woody, and that one car from
Buzz?
that one car
Not
from
not
Cars.
not. You're gonna meet. Dude, you're gonna meet. What's his name? Wow.
Lightning McQueen?
No, the voice actor. I forgot his name.
No,
Oh.
like there's Owen Wilson. No.
Yeah,
I'm
you're gonna
not-
meet
I'm
Owen
not-
Wilson.
The people aren't actually gonna be there. It's just gonna be an
I
exhibit
know.
on 3D animation and Pixar, and I'm just like, I'm still hyped for it.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. Other than that, we can continue on if you want.
Wow.
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 Stop. You're not
Wow.
Owen Wilson. Stop, Brad.
Wow.
Stop this madness.
Wow. All right. All right. So since Haley's not here yet, we're gonna save the first news and for last. But first, before the rise of Mexican cartoons, this is what you were here for, ladies and gentlemen.
This is
some
a
of the
lot
title.
of them. There is a lot of them.
Yes. But
Like villainous.
let's start at the very beginning. 1985.
Oh God.
The first original Mexican anime. Super Campeones, a soccer anime about a boy whose name I don't remember because I don't care because I don't like sports, and his best friends do a sports.
I thought you were
Yeah.
about to say his best friend, the talking soccer ball, and I was gonna be like, nope, I'm done. I'm done.
Nah, it's a sports anime. It's not. It's just hot, like all sports animes. Anyway, but yeah. That was the start of a beautiful path as people like Jorge Gutierrez, who made El Tigre and Book of Life, began to take form. And now we've got a whole list. Now everybody's interested in Mexican stuff. Yeah, take that. Yes, Spanish. Yes, Spanish
I
people.
wish they do a reboot
We win.
of El Tigre, because that was
We
a
win.
fucking great show, man.
You hear that? You people lose. Yep. We win.
No, seriously though, I honestly wish they would do a reboot, or at the very least on Nickelodeon start showing reruns of El Tigre, because God,
They're
that
not-
was a good show.
You don't want to do a reboot this day and age.
Well,
buddy.
you never know. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
But
I do
wish
know.
I wish they would
You want
just
me to
start
bring up Ben
showing...
10?
Stop. Okay. And Scooby Doo.
Stop.
And Scooby Doo. Ben 10,
And
Scooby Doo.
Oh, do you mean Brickle-Doo?
yes.
Brickleberry and Scooby-Doo?
It pretty much it was, because it was the animators from Brickleberry, which was actually kind of a funny show.
Bad
kind.
idea.
It was a bad idea,
I didn't
but
like
it was kind of funny.
I didn't like Brickleberry.
It was so. It was.
Brickleberry was everything I hated about Family Guy.
It basically take Family Guy and Tosh.0, smash them together, and boom, you have Brickleberry.
All right, but it's everything I hate about both.
Boom,
of
you have
them.
AIDS.
Pretty
There was
much.
a lot of AIDS in that movie too, or in that show, that movie.
In that movie, Brickleberry the movie. Our budget of $3.
$3 and a turkey sandwich.
Wow. That's not wow. That's
Rad.
wow.
Rad. Stop.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm Wowen Ilson. I have a deep voice instead of a high voice. Wow.
It is time to stop. Time to stop.
Now I'm Crash Bandicoot.
Time
Yeah,
to stop.
Yeah. Continue on with the Mexican cartoons though.
Yes, but there's a lot more Mexican cartoons being made. Let's see, there's Alex and AJ, which is a pilot that I don't think was accepted. It was like Gravity Falls, but with Mexico. That's pretty much it. Alex and AJ stay with their aunt to Mexico, and they discover a mask and somehow have access to the land of the dead. And yeah, and it's about a smart, big brother and a small and shifty, slightly younger brother. They're like twins and junk, having adventure. And it is good, but it was a pilot that was pitched, and I don't think it's being accepted, so it doesn't matter.
Was Sanjay and Craig a Spanish cartoon as well?
No, that was Indian.
What's that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because his dad was
Sanjay.
He was like, Sanjay, my boy.
Okay,
I'm-
just because it doesn't have a Mexican character doesn't mean it couldn't have been made by a Mexican studio.
Sanjay is like the most Indian name I
I like
can
how
think of
dank
right
Charles sounds right now.
I know.
Charles, say where's the leak, man?
now. Where's the leak, man?
okay.
That's
Enough
not
meaning
how
about.
It's not how I expected it, but I'm glad.
I said it with the G-Man voice.
Okay.
Where's the leak?
Okay.
Where's the
we're memeing
leak,
about too much, guys.
Dude, these memes just keep pouring.
I know.
I can't
Okay.
stop.
But
All
as
right,
you were saying,
but-
as you were saying,
Mr. Freeman.
It's Patrick, please. Never mind. Anyways, yeah, and then we
Mr.
got.
Star.
I'll kill you.
Promise?
Yes. Anyways, Legend Quest is like also like Gravity Falls. There's a lot of Gravity Falls-esque Mexican cartoons now that I'm realizing it. Except for Villainous, but we'll get into that later. That's more like a villain Mandy thing. But yeah, Legend Quest is about a boy and wait, hold up. And yeah, and a large cast of funny figures, including a dragon, multicolored dragon fun. Yes, hooray! And they go learn about ancient rumors and legends like Chupacabra and an Oni from Japan time, and an ogre that's not Shrek. No more memes. Get your memes out of here. And what else? What other legends are there? Dragons and George Washington. They do meet George Washington.
I was about to say they actually meet George Washington in this show.
I'm pretty sure they meet some sort of.
But you said the pilot was already rejected anyway.
No. That was Alex and Agent.
Oh,
This is a different thing. This is Legend Quest. Very boring name, but very good show. They both are very Gravity Falls-esque, but one's a bit better and not too much Gravity Falls. That's Legend Quest.
Actually, you know what I just realized?
What?
I know I'm getting off topic again, and I just said we should stay on topic, but
I'll kill you.
you guys know that show on Cartoon Network that they had for a little bit. I don't even know if it's still going. Mighty Magiswords.
Nah, that's
I've
still
seen it.
going.
Well, not
I've
seen the episodes, but seen it like
I
on
don't.
trailers of Cartoon Network. It looks so stupid.
I watched
It's
it.
not-
It's as
It's
bad.
not
As,
very.
it's as bad
It's
as you
too
think it is.
fast paced. Like there's no break in between.
They don't give you any time to breathe. They just throw one shitty joke at you right after the
Well,
other.
the thing is that they're kind of things like if these 14 jokes don't hit you, I bet this one will.
But it's like they don't give you a breather, and then it's like
And
at that
it-
point you just turn your brain
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, and just not caring anymore. Aaron Hansen's. Oh wait, Dan from Game Grumps and Ninja Sex Party, Dan Avidan, sings the theme song, and Aaron Hansen, Eco Raptor, voices one of the characters.
Really?
Yeah, he voices the Black Cat wizard, who says like 3 lines each episode. His jokes they didn't say a lot, which is really funny because they got Aaron Hansen to do it. He's a very, very good voice actor.
He's also a very, very good animator. Okay, but back to Mexican cartoons.
He doesn't do that anymore. Now he plays Sonic games and screams at the TV. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. That's all about Mexican cartoons. That's pretty much it. It'll be easier to name things next time because after talking about it, we can decide what was the bigger point of the podcast. But now it's like I'm gonna guess what's the most important part of this podcast. What do you guys think about Mexican cartoons?
They seem interesting.
Well said.
Haven't
What
really.
about you? Oh, keep going, Sheriff. Speak.
Haven't seen enough of them to make an opinion.
Let me show you some of these Mexican anime. Mexican anime.
Alright, sorry about
What
that.
what about you, Hump? For you?
I agree with Sheriff. I haven't really seen much, and I don't really watch TV anymore. So
Yeah, that's fair. I just watch a lot of my cartoons on the interwebs. Mostly legally. Not really.
Charles,
You
what
can't
do
sue me, you don't know my name!
Charles, what do you think about Mexican cartoons?
Charles, what do you think about Mexican anime?
All I know is that the Mexican, or was it Puerto Rican version of Nemo is fucking trash.
You're right, I actually know about that. All I know is that the Brazilian theme song for Digimon is the best theme song.
Oops, I
It's
just
not.
fucking
Anyways,
slapped
but we've got one more Mexican cartoon that we didn't mention. I saved for last. Villainous. Yay. You didn't think I'd get away without mentioning Villainous?
Well, I mean, didn't we talk about Villainous on the last podcast, though?
Oh,
Didn't we
that's right.
talk about this?
Yeah.
Why?
Rad, didn't we talk about this?
No,
I don't remember. Do you think I remember every little thing we talk about? I think we used like some topics three times.
I was gonna say, Rad. All things.
Oh yeah,
considered,
we have talked about it.
I was gonna say,
Shit.
Rad. All things considered, you are the one that comes up with the topics for each week.
Haley's the only person who's gave me one topic out of the entire time of my podcast days. Except I don't know if it was time for you or Rainbow Bubble gave me one topic. But as you and then Haley gave me the idea to talk about the My Little Pony trailer. That's it. I've had to bust my chops 24/7.
Whenever someone says "bust my anything," my mind immediately goes to fucking
bust this
nut.
But I was gonna say Busta Rhymes, very good singer.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. What? Get your fucking head out of your ass.
Garrett, get your head out of your
Rad,
butt.
we thank you so much for the work you put in, and which is why you were promoted.
I want a raise.
Raise of what?
I want a raise, faggot.
From nothing to nothing?
I want a raisin.
You want a singular raisin?
Yes! It's better than nothing.
I will send it to you in an envelope.
Just send me a grape. It'll be a raisin by then.
You know what? That's actually a good point. Should we go over the questions for this week since we're still waiting on
Yes. Yes. Okay. So the questions are: what is the worst thing you've ever drawn? It doesn't have to be worse than this is actually pretty crap. It could be worse as in, oh god, this is horrible. As in, how I got promoted to admin. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to tell that story first?
Yes, tell the story.
All right. So long ago, before I wasn't a leader or an admin, I was a simple rad, and we were all chatting. I think I was supposed to be doing homework, but it wasn't. Whoop. Anyways, so we were talking, and Garrett was like, "Rad, if you draw a screaming," that's not how you sound, but that's just Rad, if you draw a screaming nipple, I'll let you become an admin. And I wanted to hop on this because I was like, rise up the ranks, yes sir.
Okay, hold up. Before we say it, it wasn't like I just randomly told you, oh yeah, if you draw a screaming nipple, I'll let you become an admin, like I was testing you or something. It was, we were sitting there joking about, and somehow the idea of a screaming nipple came up. And I told Rad, I'm like, you know what? If you draw, and you were talking about drawing that, we were talking about somebody drawing that, and I'm like, Rad, if you draw a screaming nipple, you will become an admin right now. And 5 minutes later.
Well, okay, hold up. The first thing is that I accidentally posted it in the wrong chat, or the wrong area. So I was supposed to post it in Underground Studios Discord, right? But Jasmine, or Fly by Jetwing, as you all know her, has a little stream chat, and I accidentally posted it there first. I think it's the only few things in general. So, yeah, there's a screaming nipple. I didn't take it out. And that's how I met the horse bar, one of the members of OGS, because I posted a screaming nipple in the wrong chat. But yeah, that's how I became admin, which led me up to becoming co-leader of OGS.
To me, it looked more like a bird.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it looks... Well, okay, look, I can't make a realistic screaming nipple. It's gonna look pretty fleeky,
you
bud.
have to use a little bit of imagination with it, but you know what? I loved it.
I'm pretty sure I drew a bird's face behind it afterwards.
I think I did that. I drew an outline of a bird because the nipple looked like a beak.
It did look like a beak, and that's kind of sad.
No, I thought it was funny. That's actually why I was laughing even harder. Like, a screaming nipple's funny, but then the idea of it actually being a bird, I don't know why. I just thinking about it now. It was so funny. I thought that was so hilarious.
Yeah, I waffled so hard I crossed the speed limit and I got ticketed. That's why I'm in jail.
Oh.
Yeah, hold up. Here's my cellmate. Hey, I'm done with this joke. I'm tired. This joke went nowhere. What do you guys?
Nowhere.
What's the worst thing you guys have drawn?
I'll let somebody else.
Oh god.
I honestly have no idea.
Charles,
I got one.
Okay, do it. Tell us.
Okay, for art class, the very first time I ever drew something, basically, when I got it into drawing, was a picture of Scout from TF2. I thought it was good, but later when I looked at it, I was like, this is the most utterly crap I've ever drawn. Why did I ever bother trying?
Do you have a picture? want to see it.
Yes. I'll send it like in a few minutes. I gotta find it.
Oh, sweet. That actually makes me happy. All right, Charles. Remember the time you drew a picture of the Quaker Oats guy?
What?
You drew a picture of the Quaker Oats guy. I remember.
No, I didn't draw that.
Oh
That
no, it
someone
was
else.
Garrett. You
Garrett did-
suggested it.
Garrett didn't draw that. Oh no, yeah he did. Yeah he did. That was Garrett.
Yeah, someone drew the Quaker Oats guy. Don't be.
Quaker Oats guy? What the hell are you talking about?
It looks like the Quaker Oats guy.
You guys are gonna have to find the picture and like show it to me because I don't remember what you're talking about.
Hey, well, I don't remember. It was so long ago in Doodle.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's lost in chat somewhere. I don't think we'll ever find it.
Not unless you're diligent enough. What about you, Sheriff? What is the worst thing you've ever drawn?
The worst thing I've ever drawn.
Ooh, ow, that hurt. I just whipped myself with my necklace.
Whipped
I
yourself.
don't know, to be honest, because I'm looking at it right now, and it's just so bad that I really couldn't dare to describe to you, because I don't know what it is myself. It's like, I guess.
Wow.
Honest-
But is it a screaming nipple? Yeah, that's what I
It
thought.
has nipples.
Oh no! I didn't expect it to go there. It did.
Well, all
Now I'm
mammals have
laughing.
nipples.
I mean, all robots have nipples.
I think one of the worst
Dogs?
things I ever drew was, basically, actually, anything I drew before 2015 is the worst thing I've ever drawn.
Rip. Utterly destroying yourself. No survivors.
I mean, well, that's just part of growing. Is you gotta have bad ones to get good ones. But
Part of
still,
expanding.
expand, though.
Expand, bro.
Grow.
Oh,
Expand.
sweet.
Explode.
Alright.
You
let's
have
see.
to expand your dong.
Yeah, there it is, Garrett. There it is, the Quaker
Oh,
Oats
the
guy.
Quaker Oats guy.
Wait. Send that. Send that.
It's in
shit
the
in
OG.
chat.
It's in the OGS podcast chat.
Oh
Put it up
God,
for
I
everybody
gotta
to
see.
see.
I gotta see this. Oh, oh, that's right, I did.
Put it on the screen for everybody to see.
Oh my God, hold up. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put this up. Oh my God.
You better. He looks so disappointed. Like he just like sat on the floor and looked at him like you expected. Just like you just shit on the
He
floor.
said, why did I invent oatmeal?
Why did I invent oatmeal? This is stupid.
Oh
Why can't I
my
invent
God.
something cool like race cars?
Holy shit, that's so funny. I forgot about that. Oh my God, where is it? Come on. Oh my God. There you go, chat. That's what I drew apparently.
Is anyone in the chat?
No, unfortunately.
Aw. All my friends bailed on me.
I
I'm gonna
don't
kill
even
them.
remember drawing that. He
I
looks
do.
so
Drew it for
upset.
Bill.
He looks so upset. He looks. You're right, Brad. He looks like I just shat on the carpet and looked at him like I was expecting him to be happy, and he just looks disappointed.
That should become a meme because the face is perfect.
Son, I am disappointed.
Dude, you can make an emoji with the Discord thing.
Oh, Jesus
Make it a cat
Christ.
it. That's what you're gonna do.
Much power.
Holy shit.
Way too much power.
Nah. I'm gonna get that off screen before you fucking throw up. You know what? Yeah, that is the worst thing I've ever drawn.
I told you.
I think it's pretty good.
No,
It's
I know.
pretty good, but it's pretty mean.
It's his face. He just looks so disappointed. Oh my God. Oh, my eyes. Holy shit, my eyes. Oh, I'm crying. Oh,
Garrett just busted a gut after busting a gut.
oh fuck. Oh, what about you, Charles? What's the worst thing you've ever drawn?
No.
No. Just no.
No.
Just no.
Just no. Just know that it's pretty bad.
gotta
Oh
stop,
no,
I'm
I've killed
dying.
him. I'm gonna be the
I'm
leader now.
literally dying. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Alright.
And next question?
Glad you didn't hear that. Alright. Your favorite CGI film?
Finding
Wow.
Nemo.
Good
Does it have to be
choice.
full CGI?
Brown bricks.
I will accept if it has enough CGI.
It has to have like a good
Maleficent.
majority of it be CGI.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Maleficent?
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
that's a good movie. That actually is
That's
a
a good-
really damn good
I
movie.
like to twist the hat on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie. What about you, Dick and my boy, my son? My
I
other
don't know.
son?
For
What
some
is
reason, when
it?
you say CGI movie, the only thing I can think of is movies that majorly featured CGI, like all the Spy Kids movies, and
Thought about someone saying Spy Kids 3. Just letting the memes overflow my mind.
Okay, I don't care what you say. I actually really enjoyed the Spy Kids 3, but that's mainly because I watched it so much as a kid. That's not my favorite,
That's
but I'm
fair.
just saying I enjoyed it.
You're pretty.
I personally would have to say that one of my favorite CGI films would maybe be Monster House. Does anyone remember that
Oh,
movie?
that one's a good
Oh,
one. That's a good
It's
one.
a good movie, and I want to watch it again, but I haven't had the chance to.
I have
like...
a couple more.
Ooh, okay.
Go! Shoot.
Brave from Disney.
Yeah, that's a good
Brown?
movie too.
Brown from Disney?
No,
Brave.
not Brown.
What if it was Brown?
No, Brad.
No.
Alright, keep going. I'm sorry.
Actually, fuck Brad.
No, I remember that.
What? Continue though.
I actually
Keep
don't remember
going.
those that I was gonna say, but that was one of them.
Oh my god, hold up. Does anyone remember a show? And I'm probably gonna sound
No.
like a weird guy saying this, but does anyone remember a CGI show called Butt Ugly Martians?
Yes.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
That was shit, dude.
That show was
Yes.
garbage, and I had the toys, and at the time I thought it was so cool. I was that
You're
weird
a
kid that watched
nerd.
Butt Ugly Martians, man. I thought that show was so good, but now on hindsight, I tried watching it again.
Garrett, did you just have a seizure?
Maybe.
He just nut on the floor.
Oh my god. Movies with CG though, it would be, for me, it'd probably be Monster Factory and maybe the
Monster
Avenger, not Monster Factory. Okay,
What the
Charles.
heck?
I'm dying.
Monster House, and I would say Monster House and a majority of Pixar films, but if I had to pick a live action version, I'd say the Avengers movies. They have a lot of CG. Anybody else? What about you, Sheriff?
Charles, stop watching Ace Ventura 2 back. Return
what
back.
about me?
Back to the back of the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay, Sheriff, what's your favorite
Oh
But
shit.
he already gave one, didn't he?
No.
right.
Let me think about that.
He was confused at
I can.
Oh, okay. And then we just went on a big tangent.
You guys have put thoughts in my head, so now the only CGI movie that I can think of is that one Jimmy Neutron one.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good movie too.
That's fun. That was fun. I liked it. I got sick of it after how many times I watched it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Who else? Charles.
Ah.
Favorite CGI movie?
Fucking. I don't
Oh,
know.
well, he's thinking one of my favorites is Toy Story as well. Because Toy Story.
Toy Story was
Oh,
good.
Toy Story.
Who
Toy
doesn't-
Story's the reason we have DreamWorks.
What?
And that's the reason we have the Boss Baby. So
God
Toy
damn it.
Story is the
God
reason we have the
fucking
Boss
damn it,
Baby.
I knew he'd tie it in somehow.
Fuck. Inside Out is pretty good.
Inside Out is pretty good.
It turns you
And
on.
and they're trying to make the Emoji Movie pretty much the same concept as Inside
Oh,
Out.
no.
Everyone,
Not the
everyone loves
Cancer.
Inside Out. I'm gonna give it a fair chance, guys. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna review it.
Ew.
You just
Have
wait.
fun with that.
Red.
I love the communal ew that was dispensed.
The trailers already are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Okay, let's not go on
I will
another
review.
tangent about this. We already did this last week. I mean, I can understand Rad wanting to give it a fair shot, but
I just want to watch it for shits and giggles, man.
I know.
But I'm gonna try to give it a fair shot.
the one reason I hate it, the reason I hate it the most is that they fucking shoehorned the fucking CG
It
Popeye
shows.
movie. They shoehorned the CG Popeye movie to make room for this.
And Lauren Foss, creator of My Little Ponies, Medusa movie.
Yep.
I remember that one because people got mad that I didn't mention it.
Yeah. So there's that. But
that round. Anyways, my favorite CGI movie is The Boss Baby.
I know he'd say it.
Nah, let's see. What is my favorite CGI? Well, I guess I have to go with two, because, one live action with CGI and one that's, just CGI. I'm gonna have to go with The Incredibles,
Yes.
because
I was gonna say that.
Brad Bird is a very good guy. Well, I don't know about good guy, but he's definitely a good director. Because he directed that, and The Iron Giant, and probably something else that's pretty good. The Iron Giant made me cry like 2 weeks ago. So, the Incredibles is like a better version of Watchmen. Because it features some of the same ideas, but Watchmen movie was and the Incredibles movie was yee!
Yeah, and then The Incredibles 2, I think, is coming out this
Yes!
year.
No, it's coming out next year.
Fuck.
You stupid idiot!
Sorry.
There's a lot of stuff next year, man. Incredibles 2, Gorillas TV show, Deadpool TV show, with Childish Gambino, also known as Donald Glover, one of my favorite musicians. It's gonna be lit, dude, with all the fire emojis and the 100% emojis you can imagine. All the poop spinner emojis, the poop emoji spinners, fidget spinners. Wow, aren't I relatable?
Oh. I seen a clip from the Emoji Movie in one of the trailers where the poop emoji is walking out with the bigger one, and he's chanting, "We are number 2, we are number 2."
We are number
I
1.
wanted to find the nearest deadly object and just shove it into my body.
We are number 1. Hey, what did they just saying that?
We are number 1, A. Lamau.
Dude, watch me ruffle out of this room.
Alright,
Watch you whip.
If
Alright,
everyone's given their option
not
to
done.
show it. Oh, I'm sorry.
My favorite live action movie with CGI heavily implemented is Avatar. The Blue People.
I was gonna say, Rad, if you like the other one, we're gonna have some problems. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, Avatar, Avatar was actually really good. Rad, stop.
Dun 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 dun.
No, but Avatar was a really good movie. I really liked it, personally. I know a lot of people seem to not like it, but what do they know?
There you go. Don't let their opinion be spoken. Just, what do they know? Nothing! This net.
They know nothing!
They know nothing of me or my peers.
Nothing.
They know nothing of me or... Rad, goddammit!
Anyways, now, do you guys want to go to the next topic?
Yeah, we should, because we're almost hitting an hour.
I need to get water. Okay. Alright, so, favorite animated film, all 2D, with some 3D possibly, but not enough for it to be thing. What?
Princess and the Frog.
I was gonna say, to let you know how much CGI in a 2D movie, if you've seen Sponge Out of Water, like only 1/3 of it is actually CG, and a lot of it is just 2D. So if a third of it is, you get me. All right.
It wasn't even 1/3. That was what, 10 minutes?
That was 20 minutes. I counted. I saw it in Spanish.
Really found it?
I saw
Yeah,
it in
well, yeah.
Spanish.
I saw it in Cuba. I didn't actually watch it in my own free. It was okay. Good. All right, who was talking before I rudely interrupted? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Was it one of the twins?
I think it pretty sure
It was
Wolf.
Jane, but she was finishing what she was saying. Oh, I got another one. The Road to El Dorado.
That's a good movie.
Dorado, the magnificent
Oh,
and golden 1000.
Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
I was gonna say-
Yes.
Also fun.
I gotta say one. Treasure motherfucking Planet. That
Treasure
was a good
Planet
one.
was good. It was definitely not. It was definitely Disney. Disney didn't get a lot of money from that, but it was pretty good.
Oh, and another really good 2D movie
Or was that
is.
Dreamworks?
Wait, what was the question exactly?
Favorite animated film?
Just favorite animated film?
2D is specific since we talked about CGI.
Oh,
It's supposed to be a
dude.
counter.
My number one to this day still has to be The Black Cauldron. One of
Oh yeah, that's some
the black
good
sheep
stuff.
of Disney, the black sheep of Disney's library. That
The black person of Disney's library. Because we love it and respect it like every other movie.
I know.
I also like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Also good. You guys have good taste.
Oh, dude,
Yes.
Hunchback of Notre Dame has one of those fucking bomb songs in all of Disney. Fucking Hellfire. Like
It's one of the two-
fire, hellfire.
It's one of the two movies that actually represent Stockholm. So the other one's not Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Because because of Beauty, she comes back on her own terms. It's not that she's confused; it's that she wants to help the Beast. The other one is Tangled.
Yeah.
Why did I say Tangled? That was a good CGI movie. Tangled, everybody. If you haven't seen it yet, which is dumb, you should watch it.
Hellfire.
Animated show that's coming out on Disney Channel is pretty bad. Whatever. Anyways, can I go?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Akira. Akira is my favorite animated film, one of my favorite films. And yeah, it's really good. It probably inspired a good majority of all the future shows you see nowadays. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was one of the inspirations for Terminator. I think. No. Either way, Akira's very good. I thought it was about bikes. I was very wrong.
It's very
about a
gory.
street- It's very gory, yes. It's about a street gang in Neo Tokyo and the troubles they have after finding out about a fourth plane of existence. I don't know. It's really hard to describe. Let's just say it's about biker gangs and also existence and false gods.
One
Yeah.
really good movie is Princess Mononoke by Studio Ghibli. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Basically, any Studio Ghibli movie is great.
Yeah, but
Porco
when,
Russo is
me-
my favorite movie.
me and a
Studio
friend got
Ghibli.
into a debate about it on what like me and a friend got into a heated argument about like which movie we figured was one of the best Studio Ghibli movies. They kept saying Spirited Away, where in my opinion it's Princess Mononoke or Howl's Moving Castle. Because those two seem very underrated as compared to Spirited Away.
Princess Mononoke is like one of the. Straight away, it's like what everybody saw. Princess Mononoke, from what I understand, is what everyone agrees with is the peak of Ghibli's career. Everyone except for me.
Castle
I like
in the
Porco
Sky
Rosso.
was also a really good one. Oh, man, just a lot of good Studio Ghibli films. Oh, Kiki's Delivery Service as well. You can't forget that.
I haven't
Ponyo.
seen that. I've seen a lot.
Too.
I've seen that one.
Ponyo is based. I always call it this. Ponyo's basically the Japanese Finding Nemo.
Well, Porco Russo. No one watches
Oh
Porco
yeah,
Russo.
Porco Russo. I love that one too. I just couldn't remember the name.
I love it. It's my favorite Ghibli movie.
And then the new one they're making.
Oh yeah, the CGI one. What's it called again? Boro the Caterpillar. I remember. Yes.
Yeah, and then what was the one before he left the first time? I didn't get to see that one. Something the wind.
It was
The Wind
good.
Rises.
Yeah, the Wind Rises. That's.
Oh wait, it was good.
Yeah, I didn't get to see
I
that one. I
forgot.
really wanted to.
Look, he makes a lot of movies. After this one, he's gonna be like, Yeah, and he comes back and wait, guys, Borrow the Caterpillar 2 escaped to Africa. I gotta make this one.
Charles, what is?
He's gonna be like, wait, no.
What would you say is
Borrow
one of
the-
your favorite 2D movies?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Weak.
Yeah, the leak.
The lead.
Weak, man.
It's the story of the trials of a fucking vegetable.
Weak. The vegetable. Don't you remember when Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 was like, there's a leak in the boat, and there was an actual leak in the boat, and they're like, ah, and we're like,
Dude.
Oh, that's just a tomato.
oh, that's just a tomato. Freaking idiot. That's not a leak. What are you doing? And then he goes to get his glasses checked, and that's the movie.
What about you, Sheriff?
I ruined that. Charleston gives
Oh
the
wait,
answer.
yeah, I just realized we went on a bit, but I thought Charles said his answer.
I went on a bit.
I still don't know.
We'll let
Is it
Sheriff go for a little
my
bit
whole
while Charles is
movies?
thinking. Sheriff, what's
So favorite animated film it was?
yeah, 2D animated film.
The SpongeBob movie was pretty cool.
Wait, the first one?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, the
pretty
first
good.
one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Mm.
Well choice. Wait, good choice. That's the one.
Well choice.
Actually, two films that are. I liked it. I don't want to say they're my favorites, but they secretly are. I don't like to admit that they're my favorites. I don't like to admit that to myself. But two of
Lego
my
Batman the
favorite
movie.
no, two of my favorite movies as of right now are one Charles just showed me, and the other one that still haunts me to this day are Watership Down and Plague Dogs.
Why? They
I-
messed me up.
They
and they're.
dude, they fucked me up, but they're good
edgy.
movies.
I
they're
don't know,
good
dude. They seem a bit
movies.
edgy for me. Too edgy for me. You know
Plague
what's a
Dogs
good
is pretty
movie?
edge.
Freaking Charles' birth movie.
Dude,
Charles Home Videos.
Dude, Plague Dogs though. Charles, thank you for showing me that. But goddamn, Plague Dogs was.
Dude,
God
dude,
damn.
Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs, though.
Damn it.
Up was also a
Mm.
really good movie, but that was a 3D movie. But still, that was a good movie.
Yeah. Can't talk about shit. This ain't your place. Get out of here. Can't talk anymore.
Anyone else have anything to input, Charles?
I don't know.
Shall we continue on with this, or
Mm-hmm.
No. Don't delete the channel.
delete the
Done.
channel? Just delete everything.
We're
We're done.
Delete everything. We're done.
Burn the evidence.
We're moving to Cuba. This is stupid. Alright. Alright. Favorite fictional outfits.
Ooh,
Mm.
I'm gonna let
I'll let
somebody else start.
anyone else go first.
I really like the spy outfits from Totally Spies.
Oh yeah, those are pretty well done.
The green and yellow and red jumpsuits.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That show was really damn good in hindsight.
Yeah, there are some pretty weird episodes though.
Oh, dude,
They had
actually,
some
before we continue down
Pretty
that
fetishy
line,
episodes.
yes,
Yeah,
it
keep
did.
going.
Before we continue down that line, you know what else? What other show was actually really damn good? Along in the same era as Totally Spies. Does anyone else remember Code Lyoko?
I actually
No.
don't. I know everybody talks about it, and I was around that time. I just don't remember watching it.
It was such a good show, man.
I think it's because they had plot, and I wasn't there when I was like, oh wait, I don't have plot yet.
Yeah, no. But favorite fictional outfits, huh?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Anyone else?
Raymond's outfit from Rayman games.
Just the hoodie and the red scarf.
Very
Yeah,
noticeable.
I
I
like
like
it.
it.
Okay, I can get that. I can get behind that.
I also like Link's tunic and hat.
Who's Tunic and Hat?
Yes.
Link's.
Yeah, Garrett, I'm surprised you're not gushing yet.
Nah, see, I love Link's outfit designs, but it's the fact that it's like, okay, if I'm gonna say anything, I love, if it's about Link, the two outfit designs I love of his are his Fierce Deity outfit and his outfit in Breath of the Wild, because those are great.
Wow.
And then actually one outfit design that I really love personally is Deadpool's outfit. Just his standard one.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Same
The
thing.
Spider-Man.
My favorite is Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
Peter. Let's see.
Ooh,
I
actually,
wanna...
the guy from Trigun, his outfit's really good.
Oh, yeah. His outfit's really...
Except he has a
Let's try-
stupid
Gun-
killer haircut.
Hey, Trigun was fun.
Trigun
It
was
was like
fun.
Space Dandy, the movie.
As you were saying though, Red?
Yes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, right. I want to mention only one anime one, so I don't go on a terrible tangent. This anime is very well detailed on clothes. All the time ever. The Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. Very noticeable. Straw hat. A lot of part of his clothes kind of have a detail. Specifically, he's very noticeable. Straw hat, which I'm not gonna go into because that's like 40 episodes in, buddy. No, that's 2 episodes. But yeah. Anyways, for a regular character, I have to say, I can't think of anything. I'm gonna go with Patrick Star.
Patrick fucking Star.
It was less about how much clothes he has, or rather the fact that he has so little clothes, yet is such a noticeable character.
Or rather, the lack thereof.
Yes,
Is
that's
what
the
I
word
think
was
you were
trying-
going for.
Yeah, I'm not American.
American.
Since you bring up One Piece, one of my favorite outfits from that show is after the time skip, Zoro's whole outfit. I just love it.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not a time skip yet. That's good. Also, the Castlevania anime's out, guys. I'm gonna watch it eventually.
Nice.
I'm
I have a
gonna
couple
review
more.
it. Go! Do it!
Korra and
Do it.
the Legend of Korra
Oh yeah.
and Chowder,
Yes.
the purple guy.
Yes!
So Chowder.
Yeah.
Chowder is my favorite thing ever. Chowder and Flapjack.
Yes.
I love Flapjack.
I love
Flapjack's so
Captain
messed up.
Knuckles' whole outfit, especially wooden hands included.
It's gonna take more than that to impress. Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's where the shooting stars meme came from.
No, but that did become a meme.
Yeah, they did become a meme, but the first one I saw was that video.
Guys, we cut it off. Did you have any more or no?
I did, but I forgot it.
God damn it.
Oh wait, no.
Rip.
It's Rena from Tinkerbell and the Pirate Fairy.
What about you, Sheriff?
Oh, what about me?
Yeah, favorite fictional outfit.
I like the Riddler's 3-piece suit thing.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Very good choice.
Have excessive question marks though. I like subtler question marks.
You don't.
I
Want,
like.
You don't want.
I
the
like my
Jim,
question marks calm.
You don't want the Jim Carrey, fucking Riddler outfit.
Pink hair.
Yeah. Oh God, no! Stop.
No.
Remember that part when he looked at Batman? He's like smoking.
Yeah.
Then he
Smoking?
said,
Did you
"No
just
one
say?
messes with the dew."
Did you just say spunkin?
Did you just say chocolate?
No, spunkin. Spunkin is the Welsh word for squash, not the food, the sport.
Sweet.
Oh,
glad.
actually, for fictional character outfits, and I know we all seem to be picking from animated series, and I'm gonna continue that because Yang's outfit from Ruby is really good as well.
It's so fucking tit-centric, though.
I actually
It's
know
not as
that, but I
complicated.
agree with
It's not as
Charles.
complicated as Ruby Weiss's and Blake's. Like, all their outfits are stupidly complicated, until Volume 4, then they simplify them. But all their outfits are stupidly complicated, whereas Yang's is actually very simple when you think about it. I also love the fact that her scarf around her neck is actually just her pajama shirt bunched up. I love that. That's an awesome little tidbit.
That's an awesome little tidbit.
Yep.
Anyways.
Still, you can't deny how tit-centric it is.
Oh, no, I know
Yeah,
it is. No, I know
yeah.
it is.
This is anime, Garrett. Come on.
Yeah.
No, but it's anime made by weeaboos.
That is true. It's
This is true.
so it's like multiplied.
Yeah, it's multiplied by like 17. That specifically number. Anyways, next topic. Minecraft. All right.
Next brown brick.
Oh no, my headphones are okay. All right, your favorite fictional weapon. Favorite
The
fictional
Master
weapon.
Sword?
Master Sword, damn it, she took what I was gonna say.
Ha! I knew you were gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
Okay,
Just
then
messed
again-
it.
The
you
medic
go.
and Chief 2 isn't a weapon, but I like that.
The medic himself.
He is
Just the medic.
just the heavy
The medic
picks up
is
a
the
medic.
That's a mod. I think.
The weapon is good.
New weapon. That's Aku. New weapon is good. That dude heavy on the thing, Aku.
One weapon I
Cthulhu.
really like. Does anyone remember him? Dave the Barbarian.
Yes.
Dave the
his
Barbarian
talking
was-
sword. God,
Oh yeah.
that'd be a fun weapon to have.
That was fun.
What about Tavish and his talking sword?
What about Patch Kids? Remember that?
Wait, what?
I don't know.
I said Tavish. Tavish and his talking sword.
Are you talking about Tavish Finnegan de Groot?
Maybe.
I knew it. One weapon I mine is gonna be sword eccentric because I'm a swordsman. I love me some swords. But rose quartz is rose
Fidget
quartz.
spinner.
No, no, no.
The fidget spinner blade.
No, the fucking it's a sword, but the
Keyblade.
no, dude, it's a sword,
my
but the
God.
cross guard is a fidget spinner. It gives it power.
Sora goes into the and his Keyblade becomes a fidget spinner.
Oh,
Or just a fucking a maze with a
Kingdom
bunch
Hearts
of
3.
fidget spinners.
There you go.
Oh no,
No, it's
but
like a.
Oh, it
I was
burns.
going to say
Uh,
Rose Quartz's Sword and Shield from Steven Universe as a combo.
Wow.
They can't exist as one or as like they can't exist separately. They work best as a dual pair.
It can't exist as well.
all of a sudden, a dwarf comes out of fucking nowhere and just kicks you in the shin.
What the fuck?
Is that a bedtime stories joke?
Oh, also Squall's Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII, yeah. Just the idea of a gun sword is amazing.
In my opinion, gunblades are gay.
Well, I'm gay, so fuck you.
That's gay.
Okay, what about everyone else?
I like Rornor's. Dakin, you go first. You're a good boy.
Does anybody watch Lloyd the Rockin' Unicorn?
You like jazz?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
I'm intrigued.
It's series, and I'm pretty sure the guy who makes it is pitching it to be an actual show for TV right now. But
Yeah.
episode 4 specifically, looking at it right now, and it's a weapon called the Cuddly Keytar of Virtue.
What the fuck?
It's specifically because of the way it's represented.
Does anyone remember that weapon in was it Gears of War or Call of Duty where you get a unicorn that shits rainbows at its enemies?
No, that was no, that was Red Faction Armageddon.
Oh, it was.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It messed up.
And then there was a Call of Duty game where you had a cat gun that shot that it was just like it basically blew kisses at its enemies. It's like meow 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 meow, and then to reload, you're petting it, and I'm like, oh my god, I need this.
Hey, did you hear? In the next Call of Duty, they're gonna have a gun that shoots fidget spinners, dude.
Stop!
The gun can.
Too much.
Did I mention the gun can dab?
Stop.
I love it.
Oh my god. Actually, okay. To get back on topic.
That's the future of warfare. They're gonna have guns
I'm
that
losing
dab.
brain cells.
Okay, no, dude. Seriously though, Samus is very astute from any of the Metroid games, with most of its upgrades. It's just.
What about the pink one?
No, that's the gravity suit. I don't like the look of the gravity suit. I like the Various suit. It's best one.
Gravity? Who gives a crap about gravity?
Me.
Crap.
Wow.
What about
Real reference,
what
bad
about Jenna or Jane? What about you guys? I know one of you said the Master Sword.
They said
Master Sword is ass.
Your ass. Let them talk.
What about it?
Let them talk.
Okay, this doesn't really count as a weapon, but all the elements and powers from the Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. I know those aren't weapons, but those are pretty op if you ask me.
I'll count
Okay,
that one.
my favorite weapon from anything ever is the Skyrim console.
Just the
What?
console itself.
The
What?
Skyrim console.
/ give player
No. Just kill all.
kill.
Kill him. That's how you lose the game.
TGM, kill all. Done. It's a gun that makes you kill. It's a weapon that allows you to kill God.
It's a blade made out of paper, but you can't see
It's
it.
made of Gaben. No. It's not made of. It's made of. Fuck. What's his name?
What if, guys? I had an idea. What if you had a sword made
It,
out of?
no. It's made of the. It's forged from the blood of Todd Howard.
Oh God, guys,
It's-
what if you had a sword made of guns and a gun made of swords?
You sound like fucking epic. You sound epic.
Dude,
Sound epic.
what if alien UFOs invaded the Earth for a couple hours from now, and they were all shaped like fidget spinners?
I would kill myself on the spot. No, I would be like, nah.
No, let's not do that.
We're not getting too ahead of ourselves, man.
All right. Anyone else have anything? Otherwise, that's where we're gonna have to call it. for
I
tonight.
didn't say shit.
Well, then say shit.
All right, I'm gonna go with anime first because I don't count that as my American cartoons. You hear that, Chinese cartoons? You're gone. Anyways, favorite weapon: Roronoa Zoro's 3 blades.
Wait.
Cool.
Which iteration? The latest iteration or the first iteration?
Latest iteration,
Okay, good.
because he can do the black blade thing. That's really
Oh, with the
shit.
hockey.
Yeah, I love that. That's really cool. Especially when he did it in one of the movies, because they had that movie budget thing going on. I was like,
Yeah.
Regularly, I'm gonna go with Finn's sword, just because I remember I drew that a lot. Scarlet was the name of the sword. Finn's first sword,
Oh, the gold-bladed one.
and the demon sword. Both fun. Grass sword was a little too much. Yeah, that's my thing. Wow.
Oh, I'd also have to say Fierce Deity Link's double helix sword. That thing's badass.
Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Anyone have anything else to say? Sheriff? Sheriff, did you even say anything on this topic?
Are we still on the whole favorite weapons thing?
Yes.
Yeah, don't you remember I said cuddly
Oh, yeah,
Kinchar
yeah.
Butcher?
So does anyone else have anything
I'm
to
just
say?
I'm sticking with the gosh darn Skyrim console.
The Skyrim console. Oh my god.
By the power of Todd Howard.
So if nobody else has anything else to say, I think we're gonna call it for the night. Or am I
Give it
forgetting
a
something?
minute.
I
We're
think-
gonna we're gonna see if we can get Haley in here.
Oh yeah, because she wanted to talk about the My Little Pony movie trailer, and we still.
Also, did you see my meme? Did you see my meme that I posted about that very topic
Wow.
Where did you post that?
in my Discord, the general?
let me check. You freaking nerd. I don't see it.
Nerd.
You nerd.
How long ago did you post
I'll post it in OGS. Don't worry.
Oh, I seen it. It was the My Little Pony season 7. No one cares. The movie. Everybody's losing their shit.
But yeah, I don't have much to say. We can only save it for when Haley's back. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
like the
we
movie's gonna
could.
go anywhere.
You know what?
Plus,
Let's
we're
save
about.
it.
Plus, we're about. Yeah, let's save it.
We'll save it for
I'm
another
gonna
week.
put it and put it in the thing. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Your outro.
So next week, the podcast will not be live. It'll be recorded, edited, and posted. So there'll be a lot more visually going on, because that's one thing, is it'll be much easier to say, hey,
Well,
everybody
hey,
knows.
keep in mind it's a podcast.
Yeah, but
Most podcasts have no visual element whatsoever.
yeah, that's
I'm
true,
gonna be
but
making
still.
a theme.
And by most, I mean all. It's the definition of podcast.
Well, you're a podcast.
Well, there are some that just have the people talking on, like
Well,
the
yeah,
HA
but like I'm talking
podcast.
about, like, you know. I'm
Make it
talking
a
about,
link,
like,
Garrett.
If the people are lighting off fireworks nearby my house, and it keeps scaring me because it's
No, it's a gun.
It's 3
It's
days
me.
past the 4th.
It's me, Garrett. I'm shooting up a storm. Better
Oh
come
my
get
god,
me.
she's shooting up the joint. All right,
I'm shooting up Majora.
But with that in mind, so in the weeks to come, next week we will have a recorded and edited podcast. There'll be more content coming within the
With
next
a
few
theme
weeks.
song.
We're
making a
hoping to
theme
get a
song.
lot of different things out. But anyways, does anyone have anything else to say before we end off?
Jet fuel can't melt steel
No.
beams. Join
Steel beams
OGS.
can't melt jet fuel.
Join OGS. We're always accepting new members.
Yep, join OGS. We're always accepting new members. But anyways, with
Contact us through Carrier Pigeon or Mental Thought Waves. Only those two.
that, or get Poseidon to like slap Rad in the back of the head.
Yes, that's the only way. If you summon a god to slap me in the back of the head and not
Alright.
somehow kill me. Or kill me. I'm okay with both.
Rad stuff. Alright, but with that, we'd like to thank y'all for watching and hope y'all have a good night. Good night.
Yay!